Welcome, everyone. This will be single-handedly one of the most valuable videos you've ever watched if you take what I say and apply it. So you clicked on this video because you want to start an Instagram theme page, or maybe you already have an Instagram theme page and you're running into bottlenecks. Maybe you can't grow anymore. Maybe you don't know how to monetize it. Whatever it is, if you have 500,000 followers, 10,000 followers, or you have never touched social media before, this video is for you. And you are going to learn step by step exactly what I would do if I were to start a new Instagram theme page today. Now, we'll get into my background, but I have grown and managed many Instagram theme pages throughout my life. And now I own multiple Instagram theme pages, have over 1 million followers online, and I monetize and run Instagram theme pages full time. So, if you're watching this video, just understand that you probably see the length of this video. It's a little bit longer than what I normally post. And that's because I'm going very in depth on everything I'm talking about. I'm taking you from 0 followers all the way till the end, where you're actually hiring people out and running other pages and having people run pages for you. So stop what you're doing, lock in, take notes, understand that this isn't going to be a bunch of quick cuts. There's not going to be a ton of editing with this video. I have simply laid out the information in front of you. I'm going to talk through it, provide more information on what I know with each topic, and I need you to sit down, put your hoodie on, put your headphones on, get your notepad out, and take notes. And if you have not started an Instagram theme page before, maybe you are thinking about starting one, maybe you heard about it online, maybe you watch other people's videos, just understand this. An Instagram theme page takes $0 to start. All you need is an Instagram account. The Instagram app is free. All you have to do is literally add another account to your Instagram app. That's all you have to do. So where is the risk at all? I don't understand people that sit back and I understand if it costs, $20,000 to start an Instagram theme page, maybe it would scare some people away. It literally costs $0 to start an Instagram theme page. Where is the risk at all? Just go ahead and take the first step and create a page. So that's all I have right here. We're going to go ahead and get straight into the information, guys. This, like I said, is going to be super valuable for anyone out there, whether you just started a page, whether you have never touched social media before, whether you have 500,000 followers. I'm going through the entire process. So lock in and let's get into this. So this is the beginner's blueprint to building an Instagram theme page. So how to go from never touching social media to making thousands of dollars from theme pages. This is valuable for those that have already, started a page, already have thousands of followers. This is still valuable for you. And I will take you through exactly what I would do if I started a theme page from scratch today. And don't get me wrong, I have pages with hundreds of thousands of followers, right? But I like to keep skin in the game, and I always continue to create new pages. I just created a new page a few weeks ago, and I'm using this exact formula because I'm always creating new pages, hiring people out to run them, and then monetizing them. So that's what I do. And let's get into why should you listen to me. So I have helped tons of students, right? People just like you that have never touched Instagram before, people with 100,000 followers that are looking to monetize. Maybe they have 5,000 followers and they can't grow anymore. They've plateaued, taking them to 100,000 plus followers. Whatever it is, I have helped them do it. Monetization, growth, getting off the ground, just starting, whatever it is, any niche, I have helped them do it. I've made my first $10,000 online while I was still in college with theme pages. This is when I had two internships while I was also doing classwork. I still lived my life. I still had fun. And the reality is, theme pages don't take a ton of time. You can, depending on how quickly you want to grow, you can spend an hour on it a day and still see results. And I've helped scale multiple theme pages to 100,000 plus followers. So I have some screenshots here, 36.6 million views in 30 days. And this is from not posting reels at all. So you'll have some of the people on here tell you have to post reels, you have to post reels, you have to post reels. Well, they're telling you that because that's the easiest way to get engagement. The reality is you can get engagement and you can get views in a lot of different ways. But I would say that carousel views are 100 times more valuable than reels views, and also harder to obtain. So based on Instagram guidelines, that's kind of why I stopped posting reels on this page right here. But I still post reels on other pages. I still think that they work well. But 36.6 million views in 30 days without posting reels at all. And here's a screenshot of the Instagram bonus program. So we'll get into ways that you can monetize a page later. But one of the ways is Instagram pays you for views. Once you get over a certain amount of followers, Instagram will invite you to the program. You get paid for views. So this is within 15 days right here. As you can see, making over $100 a day just from views. Now I also monetize with affiliate marketing. promoting other people's products, getting a kickback from that. I also promote digital products, my own digital products that I've built, so I get paid from that. I also do brand deals with Daily Athlete, one of my bigger pages. We do brand deals majority. That's how we make the most. That's how we make the most money from the page. And we're on monthly retainers with companies, working with them every single month, getting thousands of dollars from brand deals. And as you can see here, guys, once you do well on Instagram, you can go over to other platforms as well too. So as you can see here, this is a $700 payment from TikTok. I get paid out from TikTok as well on a monthly basis for different things. But you can get paid on all different types of platforms. Threads also has a bonus program as well, where people are making $3,000, $4,000 a month just from Threads. So once you get content down, it's a very replicable system, and you're able to do it across all different types of pages. So here's a little screenshot from the entire month, as you can see there. Constantly making money, passive income, and all I have to do is put out content. And when it comes to views, guys, like, you put out a piece of content, you get paid from it for 90 days. So if a post goes viral for 90 days straight, all you have to do is spend 20, 30 minutes on the post, get it out there, and then it can create and bring you money for the next 90 days straight while you're asleep, while you're doing whatever, while you're building other pages, doesn't matter. So this is just a little bit about me. Now let's get into the actual information. So what are we going to do today? What are we going to talk about? So the beginner's blueprint to building an Instagram theme page. So I'm going to break down exactly what an Instagram theme page is. I'm sure some of you guys are a little bit confused if you've never touched social media before, or maybe you've never even heard of a theme page before. I'm going to break down exactly what it is. I'm going to break down why faceless Instagram pages work. I'm going to help you kind of go through picking what the right niche is, and how to decide on a niche, define your angle, proper page setup, content is king, developing a content system, early growth hacks, analytics, building an audience that actually trusts you, a little bit about monetization and how I think it comes later on, revenue streams for faceless pages, and then leverage systems. So we're going to get into each one of these. But to start things off, what is an Instagram theme page? So hope you guys can see this here. An Instagram theme page is essentially an Instagram page dedicated to a certain topic, or niche as we call it. Sports, luxury, travel, relationships, hair, food, doesn't matter. If you have something you're interested in, I would highly recommend using that as your niche. Doesn't matter if it's not, the most profitable niche. You can make money in any niche. And I think if you're going to be posting every single day about a specific topic, it's better that you're actually interested in it, rather than just choosing something that you know is profitable. Like the sports niche is very profitable, very, high paying niche because of the audience location. But at the end of the day, guys, if you don't like sports at all, I would not suggest choosing sports. I would suggest choosing, maybe you're a gardener, go with gardening. There's tons of things you can sell, tons of products in every single niche that you can run affiliate deals on, tons of digital products you can create as well. And if you name it, there's already a theme page around it. So you can go ahead and take a look on Instagram and type in, some of the hobbies you're interested in, and see if there's theme pages out there. I guarantee that there are. So here's a few screenshots of some big Instagram theme pages. So we have Wealth right here, 10 million followers. They post about, business, tech, news, and they're getting tens of thousands of dollars every single month just from brand deals. I know that. ChatGPT tricks, this is an AI page. This page blew up because AI is going so crazy viral right now, and everyone wants to learn about it. And they post about AI in general, just like help, tips, things like that, frameworks, as you can see here. So that's what they do. Luxury, this page is called Luxury. They post a bunch of wealth, luxury type of things. As you can see, Miami Beach police rolls out the world's first Rolls Royce police car. So, interesting content like that. So all these pages do very well for themselves. I'm sure that they all run these full time, or have a team behind them that runs them. And, once you build up a following, guys, and you don't need 1 million followers. These are just examples I pulled. Once you have 10,000 followers, people are going to want to tap into your audience, and that's when you can start to monetize them. So with an Instagram theme page, you don't have to show your face at all. So some of you guys are scared, maybe put your face in front of the camera, and I understand. And at the end of the day, guys, a Instagram theme page is a brand. You're building out a brand, and a brand can run, even if you're not the one creating the content. You can hire out the content, or you can just create the content in advance. I know people that build their content out 30 days in advance. I usually do my content 2 to 3 days in advance. And that way, if you get sick, if something comes up, maybe you get invited to go do something, you don't have to lose a day of content. You can live your life and still get paid from the content. So, and your page will continue to grow. These pages grow extremely fast because you literally have unlimited content opportunities. When it comes to wealth, business, tech, and news, think about all the things that have happened in the past week in regards to business, tech, and news that they can post about. And on top of that, they can post about things that happened 50 years ago, 60 years ago, all of the news of all time. Things, once they go viral once, if you give it a little bit of time to rest, let the dust settle a little bit, it will go viral again. So, theme pages, you have unlimited content. You can constantly look at your competitors, see what they're posting about. You can scroll back, to the beginning of their pages, see what was going viral then. And if you repurpose that content, recreate that content, maybe add a little bit of information to it, make it, relevant to today's time, and you post it again, I guarantee you it will go viral again. So you can monetize them through various different strategies and even turn them into passive income streams. So like I said, bonus program is, you spend about 20 minutes on a post, it'll pay you for 90 days. Affiliate marketing, you can find any product on Amazon, eBay, wherever it's at, and you can start to sell it and get a percentage of it. There's also websites out there to find affiliate products. You can create digital products, whether they're guides, PDFs, whatever that you sell through content. And then obviously brand deals. There's tons of people out there, whether they're influencers, whether they're companies, whatever it is. Think about, wealth, for example. Anyone that wants to tap into business, tech, and news is going to pay them for a post on their page. And they obviously do a very good job with content. So they're going to get good results for their client. So as you can see right here, partnerships, these all have emails in their bio right here. Advertising, partnerships, wealth media, collab, so all of these places, all of these pages have these contact informations in them because they know that there's people that want to tap into the audience, and they're probably getting, hundreds of emails a day of people that want to just give them money to post on their page. So why do faceless pages work? Well, no personal brand is needed. So when it comes to an influencer, you have to be the one in front of the camera every single day. When it comes to a faceless page, you can just start one up. Anyone, anywhere in the world can start one up, and no one's going to know where you're from, whatever, and you're able to just post every single day. So it has nothing to do, you don't need a personal brand at all. Lower barrier to entry versus influencer / content creator. So obviously if you're an influencer, right, or even if you just want to learn content in general, you're going to have to go trial, error, trial, error, trial, error. And when you're going the influencer route, you're putting your face out there. So obviously, there's a chance you get embarrassed. There's a chance that, people talk down on you, whatever it is, whatever scares people away from becoming an influencer, because most people would love to be an influencer. Whatever's scaring most people away from being an influencer, basically all that goes out the window when it comes down to building a faceless page, because you don't need any money to start it, and you can simply post. And if a post gets 0 likes, no one even knows it was you. So who cares, right? Pages become assets that can be scaled, sold, or automated. So like I said, I do content on some of my pages because I'm trying to just stay in the loop, and I like to control the content at times. But I have other pages that sell digital products or that run affiliate marketing deals with companies that I simply hire people out to run, and I don't touch the pages at all. So you can automate them, you can scale them up. Once you grow a big enough page, you can start to run other pages off of it that all promote each other. If you look at examples like Rap TV, Puberty, they've become big media companies that control different niches, and brands will come to them, and maybe they have a brand deal that taps into multiple of their niches that they have pages in, and they will pay them, a bulk deal to get that. And then some people just simply grow pages and sell them. Obviously, be careful. This is against Instagram's TOS, but if you're doing it, correctly, you can get around it. But just be careful selling pages, buying pages, whatever. There's always scammers out there, and you need to make sure that you have a middleman, that you're doing it through a trusted site, whatever it is. I don't do that myself very often, but I have in the past, buying, selling pages, whatever it is. But I don't really do that anymore because I know how to grow them quickly. So, what's the first step? So you have to pick a niche, right? You need to find out what type of audience do I want to tap into, right? So there's a couple things, right? So people will just be like, oh, he showed the AI page. Let me go make an AI page. Well, take a step back, take a second, and I would suggest don't just hop into the first thing that pops in your head. Think about, instead of just like what looks popular, think about what is profitable. So criteria: evergreen, emotional, monetizable, so sports, business, mindset, fitness, etc. But I would even scratch some of that, right? I think every single niche is profitable. So at the end of the day, don't just jump into what's popular, right? Either jump into something that you know is profitable, that there's not that many other accounts in it, or choose a niche that you're very interested in, right? So if you just go with sports because I run a sports page, but you're not very interested in sports, you're going to probably fail at least early on because there's a million sports pages out there and it's a highly, highly competitive niche. Go with the route that you like and understand that. The only thing I would suggest is look at people in your niche, right? So if you're thinking about gardening, we'll go back to the gardening example. If you're thinking about starting a gardening page, right? Go on Instagram after this video and type in a couple gardening pages and see how are they monetizing? How are they getting are they getting brand deals? If so, who are they getting brand deals from? And even go on ChatGPT and ask, if I were to start a gardening theme page on Instagram, what brands would want to tap into it? Ask that question on ChatGPT and then take a look at all the information that it gives you and think, are these brands that are going to be achievable? Are these brands, how long is it going to take to get brand deals from these brands, and do a little bit of research. But at the end of the day, don't just choose what's popular. Don't just choose what I'm doing. Find niches that you are either highly interested in or that are highly profitable. And if you have questions, guys, just DM me on Instagram at Winning Corner, and I'll give you a list of the most profitable niches, in my opinion, that I have seen. So right here, guys, Winning Corner. Go and DM me on Instagram and ask me what are the most profitable niches. I respond to all DMs. To find your angle. So, example, hundreds of sports pages exist, but Daily Athlete, my page, we're bold, funny, raw voice, and we tap into culture, right? So we're not just posting what everyone else is posting. We're not just posting what Sports Center posts like a lot of sports pages do. We're tapping into culture. So we either take a story that's trending and put our own spin on it. But at the end of the day, guys, you don't need to reinvent. You just need to add your own spin to things. And ask yourself, why should someone follow my page over the next one? So you need to have some type of angle, some type of definitive angle when you're looking at your page versus your competitors, especially when you're first starting off, that people are interested in. So if you look at something that became popular about a year or two ago, was like parody pages, kind of with Antonio Brown doing his thing. There's tons of parody pages, the Onion pages like that. There's tons of those now because that was someone that took a different type of angle and made profit off of it, and other people saw that they could do the same thing. So simply just ask yourself, why should someone follow my page over the next one? If you don't have an answer for that, you probably are not unique enough. So the next thing is setting the page up properly. So you need to have a clean handle, right? A clean username. So no I would suggest no underscores or numbers if possible, right? And have it be clean. Have it be, a straight name, because this does matter more than you probably realize. At the end of the day, you're able to change your Instagram name every 14 days, I believe it is. But I would not do, anything spammy, any underscores, definitely no numbers, and just keep it clean. The profile pic needs to be recognizable, bold, simple, and I'll show you guys some examples here in 1 second. Bio needs to be clear. You need to clearly provide value to them, tell them exactly what they're there for, and then give them a call to action of some sort. And then I would pin, 3 intro posts so new followers know what to expect. And if you're just starting your page, guys, don't worry about getting any followers or anything at all until you have at least 10 posts up on your page. No one's going to come to a page that's brand new and follow it. So don't go. I'm going to get into strategies on how to grow. Once I get into strategies on how to grow, don't worry about any of those things until you have some post up, because when someone lands on your page, they need to see post up, they need to see what they're getting into, things like that. Even if the posts have no likes, still at least puts at least 6 posts, guys. So when they click on your page, they have to, it doesn't just show blank stuff, right? So branding your page, right? So here is 2 examples. So make your username simple and easy to remember. So obviously wealth is, an insane username. They probably paid thousands of dollars for that name, but it doesn't need to be that clean, right? Like my page is I Daily Athlete. At the end of the day, it's people can remember. You know, I wish I could get rid of the I, but I don't have the username yet, so that's why. Your logo should be simple, minimalistic, and bold. Avoid crazy colors. So as you can see, wealth right here, right? So honestly, peak. So this is two examples, good and bad. Peak potential mind. It doesn't have any underscores or numbers, but it doesn't. Peak potential mind. It's kind of, it's not easy to remember, and it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Whereas wealth is good. But then we look at the profile photos, right? Super clean, super easy to read. And then this one, obviously he just used chat for it. And if this is your page that's watching, I'm not here to pick on you, but peak, and then you can't even see what this says. I assume it says potential mind there, but he clearly just used chat GPT. I don't even know what this is right here, right? So you don't need a whole lot of like images and stuff in your profile picture. It really should just be your username, or some letters in your username. So like he could do like ppm if you wanted to, or something like that. Just something that is easy to remember. Avoid crazy colors unless it works. So unless you are some type of niche that needs crazy colors for whatever reason, I would avoid crazy colors. SEO name, make sure you use keywords in your username. So for example, wealth obviously has keywords. He has mind in his, but I would have done motivate. He posts about motivation, supposedly potential, unlocking your potential. I would have probably done something with motivation in the name, something like that. And at the end of the day, guys, this is your username, and then this is your actual name. So when I say use keywords in your username and actual name, so he did a good job here. Motivation, mindset, business tips. I would have got rid of the emojis, but when you type it on Instagram, this is what Instagram is using to help locate the account. So make sure your name isn't just a repeat of your username. Obviously, wealth can do that because they have such a OG username. But if if he just put peak potential mind here, I would stray away from that. So put keywords in as your name. And then the next thing here is your bio. So an example would be username, daily luxury, name, luxury, elegance, exclusivity. So right here, these are keywords that people might look up that would, make them land on a page called daily luxury. Bio, what you provide, and then a call to action. So they don't have a CTA in theirs, the leading source for all things business, tech, and news. Well, I guess excuse me, their CTA could be, their advertising, but he does a decent job. Daily motivation, unlocking your potential. I think it's a little bit long, but daily motivation, unlocking your potential, business and finance tips, become the best version of yourself, follow and share. So at least he put follow and share. It's super generic in general. I would do something differently. But another thing, guys, when you're creating a page is I would, especially when you're first starting, don't try to hit every single niche, right? So he has motivation, unlocking potential, which is like mindset, and then business and finance tips. So all three of these things you could say they all fit under, a similar niche, but he's going to have it's going to be hard for him to grow, or at least it's going to be hard for him to monetize eventually because he has all different types of people in here. If I were working with him, I would suggest him to pick one of these, unlocking your potential, or business and finance tips, or daily or motivational content. Pick one of those, or even go deeper than that. Like instead of, business and finance tips, you could do like just finance tips. You could do, stock market tips, whatever it is. Go even deeper than that when you're first starting, because you can always expand, right? So the deeper that your niche is, go to a sub niche, pick a sub niche, right? So stocks, and then once you grow and you reach, your maximum potential with that, then you can start to branch out, whether it's creating a new page or just taking that page and growing, because you're not going to lose followers if you have all three of these things here and then you shrink it down to just motivational content. Well, now the business and finance people maybe aren't interested, and the people that are interested in mindset maybe aren't interested in motivation. So then you're going to lose a bunch of followers. So when you're first starting, this will be one of the most important things I tell you guys. Start super, super niche down, sub niche, as niche down as you can. A niche, pick your niche, and then pick something even deeper inside of that niche. Start with that. You're going to grow 10 times quicker. Once you've started with that, kill the content, kill the posting, do super well. going to start growing, and then you can expand to whatever your bigger niche is. And now you know, at some point you'll hit the ceiling of the sub niche, then expand out to the bigger one, and now your ceiling is 10 times higher. And then once you hit that, you know, you can expand from there. But that's my suggestion. So write that down. All right, guys, the next thing is content is king. So most beginners fail because their hooks are super weak. So when you're creating carousel posts, tweet posts, when you're creating reels, whatever, always create reels that have a some type of text above them. Whether you're doing like a fake tweet style text above them, whether you're doing just Instagram text above them. I think the study shows 70% of people scroll through Instagram with their volume muted. So what this means is if you don't have any text above, people are simply going to scroll past your video, right? So have some type of text above that causes people to turn their volume up and actually pay attention. Now, I'm not saying have your text be like, turn your volume up for this. No, just have something that explains a little bit of the video, have something that, you know, draws people in. Go look at your competitors, go find their videos that have 1 million views, go find their videos that have 200,000 views, and see what they put as either their caption or see what they put as their caption on screen. So that's why people fail. Same with headlines, with carousels. You know, their headlines are weak. Same with tweet style posts. You need to have something that hooks people in, right? So the next thing is content formats that win. Carousels, reels, tweet style posts, whatever it is, find out what your competitors are using. Study your competitors. Take 10 competitors down that you're competing against. So I would go major accounts, you know, 500,000 to 1 million followers. Take 5 of them, 5 medium-sized accounts, and then 5 small accounts that are growing quickly, and study what they're doing, right? So people with 1 million followers can get away with stuff that people with 50,000 followers simply can't, right? Because they're just hitting so many more people. So your hooks need to sound like a text to a friend. It shouldn't be an essay. It shouldn't be something that doesn't make sense. It needs to be almost like you're texting your friend. Go find the competitors in your niche with the best engagement and study them. I don't care if they have 1 million followers, get 200 likes, their content just isn't good. Find someone that has, you know, 200 likes consistently, right? So if they get 200 likes on every post, they have 1 million followers, they're just not putting out good content. Find people that get really good engagement pretty consistently, and study what they're doing and use some of their strategies. So the next thing is, guys, content system, posting 3 to 5 times a day. So start with consistency, not perfection, right? Use templates for speed. You should have templates that you use. Everyone that works with me obviously gets my templates, but build templates out, right? And use those. So by a template, I mean something on Canva, on Photoshop, whatever, where you can just plug the headline in, plug the photos in, and you're good to go. Post mix. Reels for reach, carousels for authority, and tweets are for filler content or whatever other content that you come up with. So you're posting reels to reach a large audience. You're posting carousels to kind of build authority. It's really good for selling a product. And then tweets, super quick to make tweet type of posts, you know, with a tweet and an image. And, you know, that's kind of just filler content. You can do it on the run, whatever. But at the end of the day, guys, all 3 of these are going to help you gain followers. It doesn't matter. So Reels, obviously, it has the highest ceiling for reach, but all 3 of these are good. And I would mix and match all of them every single day if you can. And treat it like a machine. Daily reps build momentum. So every single day, you know, I always suggest post however many times a day. So if you have 7 days in a week, right? And maybe your busiest day, you're only able to get up 2 high quality posts, meaning super high quality posts. Well, then don't post, you know, 10 times on Monday, Tuesday, just because you can. I would say if whatever your busiest day is, right? You want to stay consistent with it. So if your busiest day, you can only post twice, then I would stick to 2 posts every single day. Maybe you can bump it up to 3 on those other days, but I wouldn't have one day where you're posting 10 times and one day where you're posting twice. Try to stay consistent with it, and Instagram will like that. Instagram likes consistency. And daily reps build momentum, guys. Your first piece of content, your first carousel, your first whatever is not going to be good. As long as you're studying other people, as long as you're, you know, looking at what other people are doing, and also actually trying to refine and study what's doing well, what's not, your content's only going to get better. So be grateful that you got to start somewhere, and understand that as long as you keep working at it, You're going to be just fine. Eventually, you're going to put out high quality content. So don't get complacent, and we'll get into that as well. But don't just give up after a couple posts. Early growth hacks. So for you guys with 0 followers, this is super important for you, and this is how you're going to jumpstart your page, right? So comment strategy. Drop comments on big pages in your niche daily. If there's a page in your niche with 1 million followers, you guys should be commenting on all of their posts. And I would turn on post notifications and get in there and comment something funny. Respond to other people's comments. Don't spam it because you'll get action banned. 10 comments a day, probably max 15 comments a day on different pages, and that's just the easiest way to get your name out there, right? If you're on Sports Center and you see Daily Athlete in the comments, chances are, if it's a funny comment, if I have a story that's posted, because now you can click on people's stories from the comments section, whatever it is, some of these people are going to click on my page and come to me. So go to your top people in your niche and start dropping comments on their posts. Follow for follow in the early weeks. So this is super short term, and this is just to give you a little boost. But go to your competitors' pages. Go to your competitors' pages, and don't just go to whoever's following them. Don't just click on who's following them and start following all those people. No. Go to a post on their page that got the super low engagement, right? So they usually get 10,000 likes. Go to a post on their page that has 2,000 likes, right? Go to who liked that post and then follow people from there, because now you're not, if you go to a post that has 10,000 likes, some of those people are just from the explore page, right? They don't even follow them. And some of those people like, they just like whatever pops up on their feed, right? If you go to a post with 2,000, those are that account's diehard followers, because this post flopped, right? But these are the people that still like the post even if they flop. So this means that they probably like, every single piece of content that comes across them. These are the people you need, because you need engagement early on. So follow those people. Some are going to follow you back. You can only do, I think it's like 60 a day. So I would suggest doing like 20 or 30, only do like 10 at a time. Get on a couple times a day. It takes you 2 seconds, and follow some people. And some of them are going to follow you back if your page looks good and if you have posts up. Ride trending moments, react fast. If something happens in your niche that needs to be posted about, get on there quick, get on there fast. This could be a big break for you. This could allow you to get your first post on the explore page. When moments happen that are trending, Instagram doesn't care who's posting it. As long as it's good, they're going to push it, right? So you can also run the collab group method. The people in my one-on-one understand what this is. The people in the community understand what this is, but also run the collab group method. Analytics, refine weekly, right? So don't just blindly post. Obviously, if you're starting from 0, I would give it, a month of just post for a month and then start to analyze. But if you have over 10,000 followers, if you have 50,000 followers and you're plateauing, you need to figure out why. So you need to analyze your content every single week. Don't just post blindly. Every week, track top 5 versus bottom 5 posts. Ask, why did this do well? Hook, topic, timing, which one of those made it do well? And same thing on the ones that didn't do well. Was the hook bad? Was the topic bad? Was the timing bad? Something went wrong. Double down on the winners, cut the losers. People always come to me, oh, I'm shadow banned. Oh, I posted at a bad time. No, you didn't post at a bad time, and your account is not shadow banned. You're simply putting out bad content. At the end of the day, guys, you can post something at 4 in the morning, on a Tuesday night. If that content is good, it's going to go viral within a week. Instagram will just push it out late. It doesn't matter. Obviously, if you post something around a trending topic, people are going to hop on and like it early. But at the end of the day, guys, it doesn't matter when you post, really at all. And your content, if it's good, it's going to get pushed out. Instagram wants people on their app for as long as possible. So if you're putting out good content that allows them to achieve that goal, they're going to push your content out to millions of people. No problem at all. I don't believe in shadow bans. I just think you probably got complacent and now you're plateauing. Building an audience that trusts you. So super fans, right? More than followers. So super fans are simply people that are the first people that view your content, right? You can take a look at your own Instagram page, right? You will have people, maybe they're friends, family, whatever, or you'll have theme pages that constantly pop up on your feed every single day. That means that you're a super fan of them. You really enjoy their content and you engage with their content a lot, right? If you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, chances are their content, you're a super fan of their page, obviously, right? So every single time they post, they're the first thing you'll see. Every time they put a story up, they'll be the first one you see. This can happen with a theme page, right? If you put out really good content, then people are going to see your post right off the bat. So these people are more than followers. These are like your diehard fans. You don't want to lose them. So you want to talk directly to your super fans in the captions. Think of your ideal target audience. Some of these people are going to be your theme, your super fans. So you want to talk directly to them in the captions. And the easiest way to find these people is ask questions, polls on your story. Put out questions on your story. The people responding to those are probably your super fans, or you can build them up into super fans. I think stories are an amazing way to build up super fans. So ask questions on your stories. Put polls up on your story. Whatever it is, try to get people to engage with you. Tell people to DM you, whatever it is, just on random occasions. Don't do this every single day, but try to get some of those interactions. If someone reaches out to you in the DMs like, hey, I really like your account, or they respond to something you put up, on your story, whatever it is, have a conversation with them. It doesn't have to be a super long thing, but build these people up. People like it, especially when you have once you get to a lot of followers, people are going to think it's cool that you're responding to them. So take advantage of these situations. Don't let anything just sit in your DMs. Respond to people, be nice about it, and build those super fans. Because at the end of the day, guys, if your account doesn't have any super fans, your engagement is going to take a hit. That's a fact. And a lot of people don't even know what super fans are. That's what I'm telling you guys. So share opinions, not just repost, right? So don't just find content online and copy it and repost it. This is, once again, going back to defining your angle. That's simply, you're just copying someone else, and you're always going to be below the person that you're copying. So share your opinion on things, whatever it is, add something to it. If you see content, if you're posting content that maybe went viral months ago, maybe, something recently has happened that you can add to it. You should be choosing a niche you're interested in, right? So you're already probably spending an hour a day looking at this type of content anyway. You should be pretty immersed in the content, in the topic, and that should help you. That should give you an advantage right off the bat, because you're competing against some people that maybe aren't as immersed in the topic as you are. The next thing, guys, monetization comes later, but plan early. So I'm at the point, right, where I create new accounts, but I've already got the monetization plan intact, right? So I just built an account the other day that was simply, I have a digital product that I made, and I built the account, I built the page, and the whole tutorial is on my one-on-one, but I built the entire thing out just to sell this product, right? So I've already planned the monetization well in advance before I even created the account. So with you guys, though, I would suggest, think about monetization. Think about how can you monetize, right? Most of you guys don't have an account yet. So think about and be like, how can I make money from this? Affiliate marketing, is there products out there that people would want to buy? Can I sell a guide? Just start to kind of have that conversation with yourself. Start to write down ideas, things like that. But the beginner mistake is people wait until 50,000 followers to think about money. And at that point, maybe you could have gone a different route. So think about it before you even start the page. Think about it. Take a look at other competitors, see what they're doing. But even at 5 to 10,000 followers, you can monetize. I always suggest get to 10K first, then monetize. And you guys are probably thinking, oh, that's a long ways away. 10,000 can come within a couple weeks if you do things correctly. Decide, do you want to do brand deals, affiliate marketing? Do you want to do some type of coaching? Maybe you're an expert in your niche. You want to do some type of coaching. Shout outs, you can do collab posts now. Shout outs are kind of out the window. Or, build an actual product. Pick one monetization path early and shape content around it. Obviously, brand deals, you can mix and match these. You can do multiple at one time. But brand deals will come with most niches, guys, and those are usually the highest paying. But you need to build a solid audience first, right? If you have 10,000 followers, chances are you're not going to get, many brand deals right off the bat. You're going to have to go the affiliate marketing route. And I always, so that would be my suggestion. Revenue streams for Faceless pages, brand sponsorships. You can get monthly retainers once you build up a big enough audience. Affiliate deals, betting apps, supplements, etc. Selling digital products, ebooks, courses, whatever. And then flipping pages. You can build them and then just sell them. Pretty straightforward. And then the last thing, guys, leverage systems to avoid burnout. So, if you do everything, once you get your page going, maybe you hit 100,000 followers, you're ready to hire people out. If you do everything alone, you're going to lead to fast burnout, especially if you don't enjoy the niche that you're in. So use interns, virtual assistants, editors, editors to scale to 5 to 10 posts a day. Build templates once, reuse forever. Treat page like a business, not a hobby. So what I mean by that is if you're getting $1,000 brand deals coming in, guys, that's other people's time that you now have access to, right? Money, you can trade money for time. So if you're only able to get 3 posts a day, high quality up, well, now you have some people's time that you can trade, right? And you can have someone working for you now that you can then scale up to 4 posts a day, 5 posts a day, and analyze the results. If you're starting to grow quicker, and that's a good investment. If it's not doing anything, then there's no point in doing that. Invest the money elsewhere. But equipment, whatever it is, a better computer, always reinvest into your business. And if you are someone that maybe you've tried to start a theme page, maybe you have, built a theme page, or you're just really wanting to start a theme page, but you feel like you need a little bit extra help, guys, here is what I do is I work with people one-on-one and I help them. And I've helped, a bunch of people go from 0 followers to 10,000 followers to 50,000 followers to monetizing it out to then taking their page full time. So if you are someone that's interested in talking to me about this, go check the link below, the first link in the description, and you will see an application form. You can apply to work with me. Obviously, I will accept or deny based on your circumstances. So go ahead and fill out. There's a couple questions there. You can also look at everything that I do. There's some more information there. But if you're interested in working with me, if you think you got value from this, I would highly suggest go and click on it, because the stuff I tell you here is just service level. The stuff that I teach my one-on-one people goes way deeper, and I actually work with them one-on-one myself. I'm not one of those people that just says I work with you one-on-one and then I just throw you into some community and never talk to you again. I'm actually providing you value. Obviously, I know what I'm talking about. So if you go down to the link, apply to work with me, it's completely free to apply. Go check it out. And no matter what niche you're in, no matter what niche you want to be in, I can help you out with that. And if you don't want to do that, guys, go check out the Instagram. My Instagram's in the bio as well. I post on my stories every single day, advice. I also post reels every days a week with advice. So free advice everywhere for you guys. Go check it out. And I appreciate you sticking around. 42-minute long video. This will be one of our longest videos yet. So I appreciate you guys sticking around, and I hope that you got some value out of this. And like I said, guys, if worst comes to worst, just start the page. It's completely free. Completely free to sign up for an Instagram account, guys. Just start the page. Give it a shot. And if you're struggling, then come and apply with me. But if you want to get boosted from the start, come apply and let's have a conversation. But Instagram theme pages have no overhead costs. It's completely free. If you have a 9-to-5 job, you only need an hour a day to work on this. Whatever it is, guys, if you're in school and you don't have that much time to work a normal job, but you want to make some extra money, start an Instagram theme page, guys. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this, please hit subscribe, and I will continue to drop knowledge for you guys on every single part of your route to an Instagram theme page empire. Thank you for watching.